Having a relatively uniform vehicle and it being accepted around the world, particularly by some of the largest institutions and sovereign funds, has simply accelerated capital flows into securitized real estate, and that has benefited the marketplace, and we saw that in the crisis, whereby the public entities had access to capital, institutional and in particular capital, at a point in time when liquidity was dear. And so, that I think is a symptom of the success of the globalization of the REIT structure.
We've been very encouraged that the market has been very discriminating. Back in the 90s, we had a deal a week, and each deal made the last one look better. Today, the market, investors, have very high standards and expectations. So you may get a lower quality deal, see one get done, but by and large, the market's been very discriminating. We think that is critical to the future health of the industry. That being said, as we get into an economic recovery and a real estate recovery, that will enable a lot of higher quality companies to come public, because their houses will be in order, their debt will be restructured, and they will see the public market as the way to execute their business plan going forward.
It's our expectation that IPO activity will be most prominent in Asia, some of these very large companies that Marty alluded to. And in the United States, there are a number of companies that were taken private at the end of the last cycle, many of which need to come public again in one form or another. Companies like Archstone and Hilton and Equity Office and Trizec and on and on. And again, I think you'll see many IPOs, and the public REIT market will be the prime beneficiary of the need for these companies to come public.
There's a lot of noise in the investment markets today, and whether you watch TV or read the newspapers, everybody's concerned about the next tick and the next deal and the next something. And what has helped us to persevere throughout all these market cycles has been our belief in the long term. And people shouldn't lose sight that although it is liquid, does not mean that it needs to be traded all the time. And take a long-term perspective and a long-duration asset, and forget about a lot of the volatility and the noise and all the hype that's out there. And that's the best way to have achieve long-term returns.